Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Oh my gosh. Today is where we're going to get to see what people have left in their carts. You guys go shopping and you get a little distracted, or maybe you think about something. And guess what? Now we get to see what you guys have left behind in your carts. And maybe when you see it live, you're going to say, I better not sit back anymore. So, as you come on, if you are on our website watching, you can watch and shop. If you're on social media right now, like on Facebook or YouTube or something like that, then you will just get to see. But all of the things that I'm showing tonight are live and available on our site. If you don't know who I am Jingle Jill from SBK Gifts, and I go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's all kinds of different things that we look at, but it's usually all surrounding our love of glass ornaments and Christmas. So, as you come in, hi Walter, you've made it in. I see Walter and I see Annette coming in. Guys, say hello. Also, Jamie's on her second run of trying to moderate on our Facebook page. If you are there, we kind of had fun, and you guys are so great because you just kind of go with it. And as we're learning this, you're learning it. So, hi Penny, so glad you made it. And I see people adding, let's see, I'm going to go check one other thing here. So as you come in, keep saying hi. Let me click over to one other area just to check on how things are going. A little spot check. Yes. Okay, I see spot check going there. Jamie, how are you going over there? Are you looking good? She's hunting him back into five. Jolly Jamie's there trying to say, okay, can I figure this out? Okay. So, I promise you that I will not call you out and give your name away that it was your cart. But you'll know if it was your cart when you start to see some of the things. Hi, Stephen. Glad you made it. Hi, Emily. So glad you guys made it. But I promise I'll protect you, and I won't say any names. But I'll tell you what, you guys have some excellent, excellent taste. And tonight we are going to go from soups to nuts on the pieces that we're seeing because, they're from people that were just shopping, people that shop during the lives, people that just generally shop. I mean, it's soup to nuts. So, hi, Gary G. Glad you made it. Guys, feel free to talk among yourselves in the chat if you love it. Make sure you hit the hearts. This is our night together. So without further ado, if you are new here, like I said, you can shop on sbkgifts.com. If you're on social media and you just kind of want to take it in, hang there. If you would like to possibly shop at the same time, jump over to sbkgifts.com and look for Jingle Jill Live. Hit that page and I'll show up. So, let's get going with this. Hi, Jerry. So glad you made it. Hi, Leanne. Everybody's in the house. Love it when I see repeat people back, and also love it when we have new. Christine, you made it at the beginning of the show. I love it. Okay, let's get started with our first one that was left in the cart. Let's put her up. Alrighty. Okay, so our first one is a Heartfully Yours piece called Great Guardian. Great Guardian. And this is from the Heartfully Yours Ornament King collection. This is from the 2023 collection because this was the year that he numbered the pieces. As you can see that this piece that's showing here, there was 300 pieces made, and someone left this beauty in their cart. Size-wise, Great Guardian is, oh, he's a big one. He is 9 inches tall, and width-wise, he's about 3 inches wide. Now take a look at his pen. This is a pretty regal looking guy in his red and gold. He was made in Poland. He's hand glittered, hand painted. And I always like to come in on that face so you can see the details on that face. So this is Great Guardian. And oh, check out the fun glitter that they have around his boots so that it looks like fur. And then they use the chunky glitter down here just to add dimension to that gold glitter. This is a great piece, guys. Great Guardian. Oh, pun. Great piece, Great Guardian from the Ornament King. Now, if you like this piece and you are new here and you're on the website, there's a little button down below and you just hit add to cart and that will start to build your cart up and you can check out at the end. It's so super easy. Up next, and I bet you guys can figure out where this one came from because we definitely have a very distinct show and look that we did for this one. Up next, did it go up? There we go. Is Boughs of Holly from Larry Frega, the king of glitter. This guy loves his glitter, and as I have shared, oh, good, good close-ups. Good. Thank you, Annette, for letting me know that it's looking good there. So this guy is the king of glitter. He mixed his own glitter, and it was always very, very delicately and heavily applied. I always say that he has that breen feel to him. This is Boughs of Holly from Larry Frega Designs. And size-wise, this is a great little size, too. He is about 6 inches. And width-wise, we're talking, give or take 3¼ inches wide. But you have that bright candy cane red and white. You've got the little blue ornament ball. And then you have the boughs of holly going around. So this is Larry Frega's Boughs of Holly. Up next, I bet that was left behind from a Frega show that we had. Now, up next, I actually don't have all of these together, but these were all left in a single cart. And I think this person better really check these out. So these are my new glasses and they kind of slipped down and I feel like this is fuse. So I better put them back up. So, and they've got blue light, trying to keep my eyes from getting tired from the computers, but oh well. Okay, get back on track, Jill. So up next, we have got, oh, let me switch it. Display, here we go. There we go. Okay, up next, we have got Snowman Dressed to Impress. Now, I want to explain what is super special about these pieces. So, this is a Huros family piece, and when they started their collectible series, they reached out to us and requested for us to test the market for them. So they only produced 12 pieces to test the market and sent them to us and said, these are prototypes of what we are thinking about doing with our collectible selection. Will you test them for the season and let us know? So these, they are not numbered, but the first 12 pieces of each of the 5 designs were sent to us. So these were prototypes. Now, the Huros Family Collectible Series is a little bit more detailed than their core line. You'll blah, blah, blah. You can get it out, Jill. You will see a couple things on the collectible line. You will always find the HF, like you can see right there. I always have to kind of look. You see it right there. So you see the HF on there. You will always see that diamond print, a very diamond print in that chocolate and ivory and gold, and a lot of times accented with the red. Absolutely love the glitter here. They have the sparkle snow glitter, and then they have used that eyelash glitter for the fur. And yes, this piece has been, they introduced the collectible series a couple years past, so you may have him, but this one is a prototype piece, and they're gorgeous. So there was a couple, so someone had all 4 pieces that we had in their cart, so I had to pull them. So let me pull up the next one that I have. Got to move my cursor. Let me get the next one up, because this one is also Huros Family, and it is also a prototype. When you look on the website, it will say proto, which means it was the prototype series that was released. And this piece is called Child's Favorite Toy Horse. Let me turn it around. It's a rocking horse, of course, filled with lovely toys. And as I mentioned, we can start to look for the characteristics of the collectible series. For example, there's your HF. And then you see the diamond print all up on top of the saddle. And then you just have these gorgeous, vibrant colors. Everything's hand painted on these pieces, made in Poland. If you are new to the Huros family and you have not discovered them, go spend some time looking at them. Size-wise, we're talking about 4.5 inches. Width-wise, we're talking about 5 inches. So this is Child's Favorite Toy Horse. And I'm going to show you one more piece out of that part right now from the collectible series. This is one of my favorite pieces. I am so left-handed sometimes. Left-handed people. Anybody left-handed in the house? Because I have a very distinct way that I reach for things. Oh, Penny, Harold, you know what? I think left-handed people, we're very creative and we love that. That's probably why we love Christmas ornaments. Oh my gosh, look at all the lefties. Lefties in the house. Okay, so up next is Stockings Filled with Love. And I'm sorry on this one, it looks like it's flashing out a little bit. I'll let it focus and then it will get the color down correct. So this is Stockings Filled with Love. And oh, Penny, that was hilarious. Everyone's born right-handed, but only the best overcome it. You're hilarious. Okay. You guys, so it's so funny. I look at these comments and I get distracted and then I go off on a tangent. But that's okay. We can come back to our ornaments. We absolutely love it. So I love this guy because this Santa has the sweetest little face. He's standing at the fireplace, hanging his stockings. There's your signature chocolate with the ivory and gold. And where are we going to find the HF? Let's see if I can find the HF on this. Where do I find it? Ah, found it. Okay, this one's hidden. There it is. See it there on the present? Right there in the present. It's almost like a Where's Waldo for Hurrah's family. You know what, Harold? I will have to go back and look to see if you have bought him. Stockings Filled with Love. This is a prototype from the Hurrah's family. Send me a message and I will check for you, Harold. I'll go dig in and see if you've gotten it in the past. Hopefully I can find out and help you. All right. I'm going to figure out another thing before saying alrighty, because I always say alrighty. Okay, yeah. And moving on to the next one. Here we go. I love this next piece. Totally different vibe. Christina's World coming up here. Let me put it up on there. Here is Christina's World called Green Robed Sorcerer Santa. Now, alert, 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 people. I only have one of this. This is the last piece. This is the Green Robed Sorcerer Santa. This is a large hand-painted ball ornament from Christina's World. She is retired now, so she is no longer producing. So this is vintage remaining inventory. Size-wise, you are talking, it is about a 4.5, almost 5-inch ball. 4.5, 5-inch frosted ball with a gorgeous Santa face from Christina's World. Oh, the bottom is, look at that swirl on the bottom. Is that awesome? Absolutely awesome. So guys, I will tell you that I probably need to point out one thing, because when you do get into these instances that it is the only one, I want you to know that the cart does not reserve anything. So the only way that it holds on to it is checking out. So if you want it and it's the last one, I'm going to try to give you guys heads up so that you know it's the last one, and you can decide if you go straight to checkout and then come back and start another cart. Let me move this out of my way. And so this next one kind of like made me laugh when I was checking it out. This next one, I don't know if anybody does Cody Foster ornaments, but this cart kind of cracked me up. I kind of felt a theme going on here. Let me put it up here. So Cody Foster does, and Cody Fosters are not European made. They are made in China, but he does some great people, and he does from soup to nuts. I'm on that little hook today, but he did Ted Lasso. Does anybody watch Ted Lasso? I got hooked on that series and absolutely could not stop watching it. So, of course, you know, he goes after all those kitschy things. And yes, Annette, his glass trees are incredible. We carry all of those glass trees. Maybe one of these days we'll do an entire Cody show with Putz houses, his glass trees, because he's really got a great line. So Ted Lasso is He's about 5 inches and 4.5 inches wide. And, how appropriate. We're heading into the big FIFA thing. So, yeah, kind of like a tie-in. But even more interesting with what they did with this card when I saw it, it was like, okay, are they filling in for like all these important things that are going on? Because here was the other piece that was on this card. And I thought it was hilarious. Miranda Priestley from The Devil Loves Prada. So I kind of felt this vibe going on. Like, was this person like doing a tree for like current events or something like that? So we got Miranda Priestley here from Cody Foster also. So I just had to chuckle and I thought, everything doesn't always have to be the European ones. It's personality and it just shows you the variety of ornaments that we have. So Miranda Priestley, anybody seen The Devil Wears Prada 2? I haven't seen it yet. So I'm wondering if it's any good. 4.5 inches. I love the original. So 4.5 inches tall and 4 inches wide. So we have Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada from Cody Foster. Up next in the cart is a Morawski cart. And it was a small little Morawski cart, but super darling. Made in Poland. Look at how small this little guy is. This little guy, he's called Mini Santa Claus. He is like super, super small. He is, 2.5 inches tall. He's 2.5 inches tall. And he's completely free blown. Look at that little face. And look at those crazy little arms. And then he's got his little elf boots, shoes there. I think he's kind of cute. So this is from Morawski, made in Poland, completely free blown. A little Santa. Perfect for the mini tree. And if you caught the Inga show on Tuesday, we featured several of their little minis. So if you guys have like a feather tree or a 3.5 inch or 3.5 inch, a 3 foot or 4 foot tree, these are great little pieces just for decorating. So mini little Santa Claus from Morawski. And guess what? Keep your eyes open because I've got something coming down the pike about Morawski in the near future. That's a little nugget drop for you. All right, we've got to bring up some Blue Bomb. I mean, we are going from one vendor to the next, and we always have a huge selection of these lines. I love this guy. I know several of you picked this up, and there's actually a partner with this. This is the Summer Winged Gardener, and I absolutely love this translucent finish. I mean, the entire body is translucent. The wings are translucent. This is completely free blown. Look at that. Look at how you can see through that. See how you can see my hand going through that? So you can actually, if you get a light behind this, you will be able to see through it. And look at how thin this is. There is actually, I think, 2 other designs of this. This was the only one that was in the cart. This is from Blue Bomb in Poland. Height-wise, this is a 6 inch wide, and lengthwise, it is about 5.5 inches. So 6 inches by 5.5 inches. If you love this piece, oh, and by the way, guys, there's one left of this. This is a one piece only, is what it's saying. So if you like this, this is another alert, 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 last one. And then there is a partner or a piece that would complement it. So this is Summer Winged Gardener. Does anybody here do Halloween? Anybody do Halloween? Put it in the comments if you do Halloween. While I wait for those comments, I'm going to show you one more Blue Bomb piece. And I think there's somebody on this live right now that this would speak to them. It was not in their cart, but I think it's their style. Let me pull it up from Blue Bomb in Poland. And I'm going to butcher this. Giant boletus. I know, it means mushroom, okay? Giant mushroom. But this has the very whimsy, crazy Blue Bomb face, which is their signature style that they started with. And you've got that little snail coming out. Look at those. Look at how they have put the glitter on his mustache so that it has all of this fuzz. And look at how there's even dirt down at the bottom. Look at that. Look at that face.
We hope it's dirt.
It is dirt. And then even up at the top, look at how they have done the ribbing for the underneath of the mushroom. Yeah, the mushroom cap. Thank you. My tongue gets tied sometimes. And then they have just kind of splattered the glitter down around the base just to give it kind of that own vibe. So this is giant mushroom. Giant happy guy mushroom from Blue Bomb, made in Poland. Size-wise, this guy's big. He's a big one. Some of their pieces that they make, when you think it's going to be a small one, they're really actually very big. He is 6.5 inches, and he is 6.5 inches long, and he is 3.5 inches wide. So he is a 6.5 inch ornament. But can you not just smile when you look at that face? Look at that face. So fun. So fun. Okay, so I mentioned that there was some Halloween left in carts. So I will pull those pieces up. We've got Captain Kitty. This is from the Ornament King, Heartfully Yours. And the two pieces that were pulled are classic vintage style Halloween. Has all the traditional colors of the blacks and the purples with a little accent of red. Just very, very colorful. Love that. Check out the bat on the back of his jacket. And you've got his purple hat with his orange feather. This is Captain Kitty from the Ornament King, Heartfully Yours. Captain Kitty is 6.5 inches tall, and his widest area is about 3.5 inches. I know some of you actually have this in your collection, and he did just a handful of pieces. Look at the buttons, how they're little pumpkins going down his shirt. And look at that face. Captain Kitty from Heartfully Yours. And then there was one other piece that was in that cart, which was probably made from a vintage cutout. because I've seen this as a paper cutout. So he took it and took the paper cutout and made it a dimensional ornament. So this other piece is called Moonlight. And Moonlight, can you see the paper cutout in there? We've all seen those 1950s, 1960s paper cutouts that you used to get like 5 or 6 of them, and then you would decorate, your windows or your walls with it. Well, this guy is Moonlight, and size-wise, he is 3.5 inches tall, and his widest area is about 3.25, 3.5. But you've got those bright green eyes and that fun witch hat. And like I said, he is actually probably designed after the vintage cutouts, because if I were to pull that picture up, you would see an exact match. This is Moonlight, made in Poland by Heartfully Yours, the Ornament King. And this next set, hold on, let me switch gears. I have to move some things. You guys enjoying tonight? Have you enjoyed some of the pieces that you've seen? Have you seen your cart? You don't have to admit if you saw your cart. But I bet you some of you might have seen your cart. Let me switch. I'm moving some boxes around. Sorry about that. All right. This next piece, I got to get to the tag first. And I think on whoever left this in their cart, yeah, they'll rethink this one. These are gorgeous. Okay. So this was a 20th anniversary. It's called the Light Brigade. It's a boxed set from the Christopher Racco. So it's Christopher Racco Company, owned by Roush. And this was made on the 20th anniversary. I'm going to take it out this way first. So it's a boxed set like this. And I'm going to show you then the pieces individually. Now, guys, on this is a great piece that if you love it, it is an investment. Take advantage of our layaway program. We have a fantastic layaway program. So the first piece that we have here in the Light Brigade is the Santa with his horn and his light, and he's got candles, and he has kind of a matte finish, as you see, with just subtle shiny accents. And look at that face. Each one of these have a Racco charm and a 20th anniversary charm on it. Size wise, this guy is 6, yeah. From the cap, he's 6.5 inches. He's 6.5 inches tall. So that is piece 1 of the Light Brigade. Piece 2, because this is a 4-piece set, is an angel. There's the angel with her raised feathered wings. Look at the texturing and look at the ombre that they have done on those. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the face. Nicely done. They did a nice job on those eyes. She's holding her star. And size-wise for the angel is 6.5 inches, which they're all kind of there, but the snowman is kind of a different position. Then there's the snowman. And he's like kind of doing a little dance. Da 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 da. I love that. Love his face. Look at the little town painted on his jacket. I love the pop of purple coming out and how it's just, his jacket is just rolling over. You can almost see him in motion in the back. You've got a little town on the back. And there's his face. And let's see. That is not a stone up there. That is just silvering up there. And with his star, from his star to the bottom of his feet, he is about 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches for our snowman. He's the third out of the piece in there. And then the final piece in the set is a nutcracker. An extremely colorful nutcracker. Look at that fuchsia and that purple just sparking with that accent of that red at the top. Super, super shiny back on the jacket. So, you've got the matte finish here on the back. I mean, kind of look at this. Look at that. See how you have the matte finish and then you have the shiny here. It's just, they've done a lot of texturing that when you put this all together as a set, it's a very, very interesting set. So this is the nutcracker. And the nutcracker, size-wise, is about 6.25 inches tall. So these range from 5.5 to roughly 6.5 in size. It's a 4-piece set. Yeah, the snowman is fantastic, Emily. I love that. All right, let me pull some other pieces here. Okay, we have a little bit of Frega, a little bit of Miss Christmas, a little bit of Huros. We got a little bit of everything going on here. That just shows you when people go on to the website how many different things they find and how many different styles of ornaments we have available. Okay, let me bring up this next one. So this is the final piece. There we go. This is the final piece in the prototype series that we had, and this is called Santa Knocking on the Door. And this was part of the collectible series and was the prototype. Look at the little girl waiting on the back with the cookies and the milk. And there you have the HF. And you have the signature chocolate and gold striping. And you see even the chocolate in the brickwork here. And you see the striping in the bag for the collectible series. Look at the face. And look at how they've put the really, really fine glitter on the teddy bear so that he has some extra sparkle up against Santa's jacket. And then on the back, did you notice the snowman at the top? You got the snowman at the top. You've got the HF. And then there you've got the little girl holding the cookies. And it even says, for Santa. This is a larger piece, and you can see how wide it is. It's a larger piece, multi-dimensional all the way around. It is size-wise, you're talking from the cap, you're talking 6.5 inches, and width-wise, you're talking let's see. Brain going dead. Brain going dead. It is 5 inches. 5 inches. And then up next, we have a Blue Bomb piece. And they actually made this piece in 2 colors. Love this piece. Hold on. Gotta get my scanner. and switch. Switch, switch, switch. Okay, this piece was available. This is the Jewel Tone Triple Reflector, and this guy is tall and he is big. He is from Blue Bomb, made in Poland, and it is a triple reflector. We only have the blue one available. The pink one is sold out. Look at that cobalt blue. But what I love about that is look at this reflector, how much it is on fire when you turn. So it's red on the inside, but you can see how it morphs as we turn into it. And you've got the double ball, and then you've got the pointed bottom down here at the bottom. This is an awesome piece. And actually, you would not be disappointed if you had had both pieces. It is a larger piece. It is 10.5 inches tall. And the top ball is coming in at about 4.25. Coming in at about 4.25. So this is Blue Bomb from Poland, and this is the Jewel Tone Triple Reflector. Now, why we're talking about Blue Bomb, let me just put a quick little thing out there if you're a Blue Bomb collector. Blue Bomb is not, I'm sorry, try again. Blue Bomb for the new introductions are not due in until October. So they have been up for pre-order, and you guys have seen them. I'm telling you, go back, take a look at it. You've seen some videos. Some videos are attached to them, and I would encourage you to shop. That's what I'm going to say. Shop. When you get Blue Bomb from us, you have your Kringle rewards. You don't have to worry about the duties or anything else like that. All of that is handled, and you know exactly when you're going to get it. So if you're looking at Blue Bomb, come see our selection. We have a great selection, and I'll leave it at that. All right, we've got up a Frega piece next. I know several of you have actually pre-ordered with us for Blue Bomb, but if you have not taken the time to look at our site and that, check the offerings for the new stuff coming in, because the collection last year was off the hinge and he amped it up even more this year. So it's gorgeous. The colors are phenomenal. Up next, we've got Angels on High from Larry Frega Designs. Angel on High from Larry Frega Designs. Now, what's really interesting about this piece is not only that she's a gorgeous, delicate angel, and look at that face. Is she just beautiful? But it's double-sided. You actually see the profile? You have two angels. So whichever way you look at it, you have the angel faces. And yes, Christine, this is a glitter bomb. He used that eyelash glitter with that iridescent finish, and it's just stunning and gorgeous. Now, Larry Frega is retired, so the pieces that we have remaining of it is old new inventory, if that makes any sense, or I guess that's what you guys like to call it sometimes. We always just say, you know what, an ornament will eventually find its forever home. So we just wait for it patiently. Otherwise, we're just the keeper of the ornaments until they find their forever home. This is a larger piece. Size-wise, it is 6.5 inches. And width-wise, about 6 inches. So this is Larry Frega's Designs Angel on High. And I would say that this is one of his mellow glitters. He just used a fabulous glitter for the stars and the sky above her. I love this piece. Up next, we got a little bit of Miss Christmas. And oh, guys, about a week ago, I saw the Miss Christmas introductions that are coming. They're pretty incredible. So I don't know if you guys discovered Miss Christmas last year with us, but they have come out with some gorgeous stuff. They have expanded on their free blown, and they have also added to their eggs. And there's just, yeah, it's pretty awesome. So we should be seeing that. Hopefully, I'm thinking July, August is where I think. But I got to see a sneak peek of the catalog. So keep your eyes peeled, and we'll let you know just as soon as we get the information on that. But here's the Miss Christmas. One of the eggs, Fabergé egg with royal tapestry pattern. Alert, alert, alert. This is the last one. It's the only one that we have left. Now, if you had tuned in last year, you found out how incredible the Fabergé eggs are from Miss Christmas. She has an outstanding collection of them. And we carried, I think, every style, and several of them we sold out right away. And she didn't have any more, so we're waiting for more. So this is a 5-inch Fabergé egg. And what I really like to point out about their Fabergé eggs is the amount of detail that they have in and how clean the detail is. I mean, it is very, very meticulously painted. The lines look gorgeous, and I love the layering, and I think that they even pull together very unique colors, which you actually see on this piece with the royal tapestry, how interesting of a color palette it is. You've got this blues, and you've got this soft pink, and then you have that chocolate and the red. It's just an odd color combination, but somehow it just works. And then look at that. You just have these little accents of stones going down it. So this is the Fabergé egg with the royal tapestry. And I know some of you have done some fantastic displays with these. Some of you pulled together a gorgeous collection, and maybe what we'll do is we will share those on down the road. This next piece also is a Miss Christmas, and probably one of the best pieces I've seen for style and color. This is another alert, 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 alert. Last one. The last one on this piece. This red is so shiny, as you can see. And then they have the stones, all different sizes in this piece. Now, guys, heads up. If you like this look and you're in love, and this red is stunning. But if you like this look, there is a finial also with this design. And Harold, yes, the finial and the eggs are both gorgeous. He has the finial. I know that he has that one. And it does not let you down. So if you are a tree topper person, which I know that there are some of you in this room right now that are into tree toppers, that is definitely one to go jump over to Miss Christmas and look for the tree topper with the crystals. So this is the red Fabergé egg with crystals. Alert, alert, alert. Last one from Miss Christmas. So don't leave it sit in the cart because it's not going to stay there for long. All right. Let's switch him up. Let me switch gears here. Oh boy. I'm going slow. I better speed it up. I've got too many here to show. Let's go for another one. Okay, this is another one. This is not a last one alert, but it's a almost last one alert. So 2 of these left right now. That's it. This was the very first carousel from Santaland. So it's made by the DeCarlini family exclusively for Santaland. And it was the very first carousel piece that we did. It's called Nick and Nikki's Candy Stripe Carousel. And what I will tell you, in case you have not figured it out, this piece was actually inspired, the shape and the size was inspired by Peppermint Twist from the early days of Christopher Racco. But instead of just having, kind of a carousel of Santas going around, ours are kind of crazy and fun and having fun sliding down the pole and landing in the snow. So this is Nick and Nikki's Candy Stripe Carousel. There's 2 of them left and that's it. It is an 8-inch carousel and made oh dear, here, thank you, click. Nothing like talking about the piece, but making it for you can add it. There we go. So we talk all about the piece and now we can finally pull it up. So Nick and Nikki's Carousel is there. Exclusive from the DeCarlini family for Santaland. And let me tell you something about this piece also. The carousels are very complex to make. And when we produce pieces for Santaland in partnership with DeCarlini, there is only so much production time that we are able to get. So I can tell you right now that we are working on another new carousel that will be released at some point in time when we get it to final approval stages. But what that means is that this probably will not hit the production line again for a while because we only get so much time. So we continue to try to bring new product and not necessarily able to add previous product and have it reproduced again. So if you love Nick and Nikki's Carousel, do not snooze on this, guys, because there's only 2 of them left. Thank you, Christine, for telling me I didn't switch my gears. That helped me. Sometimes I have to switch my gears. All right. We've got another. We've been like all mixed up on our styles here. So we're going to pull up a Reserve Collection piece. This is the Reserve Collection piece from the Ornament King. Made in Poland. This is Aurelia. Aurelia is, hold on. I've lost. Aurelia is 5.5 inches tall and about 4 inches wide. Whoops. Knocked it with there. Look at that though. It's good. It's Pyrex glass, so I didn't break it. Good job. It's resilient. Sweet little angel. And once again, I look at this piece and I see the inspiration probably from the little angels that had the paper dresses that were the round cup underneath it. I just kind of get that vibe from this piece. Aurelia was from the Reserve Collection, which only select dealers could have. and we were one of them because we were one of their top level dealers. So you only found this from probably 2 to 3 different dealers. This is Aurelia, made in Poland by the Ornament King, and it actually had a special tag that said Reserve Collection. Did anybody catch our show for Joy to the World? Did you see the Joy to the World show? Because we showed this piece, and I have a feeling this got left in a cart from the show. And I thought this one is gorgeous. So this is a drop from Joy to the World. It's called Blue and Gold Silent Night Drop. It is an 8-inch drop that has a hand-painted scene in the center in matte, and then a super, super shiny cobalt blue, of course, trimmed off with a gorgeous antique gold around it. But here's the part that I have to show you that I think is so awesome about this. So you've got this little town, you got these little trees, and you've got, the couple in the snow, and then you've got the church, and you're going around. And now we get to this one. Now, when you first look at it, it looks like the little girl face planted. I think what they were really trying to draw is that she was like rolling up the snowball. But when I first turned it, it looked like she had face planted. So I just think it's kind of a humorous that it catches me. But you had the kids doing the snowmen, and then you have the tree in the town. It's just a gorgeous hand-painted drop. You can just see that every bit of this is hand-painted and just a nice matte finish. I could see this being put on a spinner. Could you imagine this on a spinner just kind of turning, and how interesting that would be on your tree? Because as you turn it, you see a whole bunch of different, changes of the scenery. So I love this piece. That is Joy to the World, and this was made in partnership with Metzler Brothers. So Joy to the World works with Metzler Brothers. So maybe you didn't know that, and if you're a Metzler Brothers fan, you kind of get 2 for 1, Joy to the World and Metzler Brothers. All right, we've got a crazy different style of Huros. Anybody here do Mackenzie Child? Anybody collect Mackenzie Child? Or recognize the brand? Because if you are a Mackenzie Child lover, this is going to speak to you. So this is one of their free blown pieces. This is called Black and White Delight Teardrop Reflector. And I will tell you that they did a series of probably about 6 pieces that were Mackenzie Child-esque, is the best way, where it's that very bold black and white pattern on one of their free form shapes, and then with the polka dots. So they all are kind of that similar style. I love this floral reflector. Like, do you not see kind of like a daisy in there? I think that's kind of cool how that comes around. And then you just have this bold palette here. This is not free blown. This is a molded ornament. Size-wise, this drop is about 7¼ inches and 4 inches wide. And on the inside, that is a stone. I had to look really close. That is a red stone in the center. So this is the Black and White Delight from Huros family. And there was a second piece in there, of course, along the same theme. This would be a great gift piece, guys, because the price point is a wonderful price point for a European glass made in Poland, hand painted and everything, and nice size. So this next one is called the Black and White Icicle Reflector. And this is, once again, a molded piece, all hand painted, and just kind of uses that whole checkerboard, black and white style to it. So if you're into Mackenzie Child, this is two of the styles. There is an outstanding hat box, stack of hat boxes that are black and white that are wonderful. I think there's also a Christmas tree, so there's free forms, but the hat box one, go check it out. If you like this style and this is catching your eye, go check that out too, because you might want to add that piece along with it because it's pretty fabulous. They all have this black and white, prominent, strong vibe. That's Huros Family, their black and white collection. Okay, let me switch. Switch. We all hanging in there? We all still doing good? I hope so. Okay, I had to bring these out. Alert. This is not a Christmas ornament, but when I saw it in there, they were too fun and I had to bring them out. So let me get them brought up first. And then we can look at them. So if any of you have like a little wine bar or just a little area for your Christmas cheer, these guys will speak to you. I think they're adorable. And they were left in the cart. They're sold individually, but they're so hilarious. Okay. So it's a 2-piece set. And like I said, these guys are not ornaments, but they're cocktail glasses, and it has a Santa and a snowman. So this is the snowman, and they're actually 2 pieces, as you can see. So let me just show you the cute little snowman first. He's got his little holly cheer, and he's just little smitten with his bubbly. Let's put it that way. He's got his little candy cane, and then he just sits down in his glass. Is he cute? And then, of course, you have Santa, and Santa's in the assortment also. He's got his tags going everywhere. Santa's had lots of cheer. Santa's really whimsy with lots of cheer. And you know what, guys? If you didn't want to put them in the glasses, I mean, you could even set these flat. There's Santa with his cheer and his little gift. And he sits in his glass. And he kind of lays back and he's like, oh yeah, life is good. So you've got the Santa. And let me pick up the snowman. Let's see if I can do this. There you go. You got them with their little Christmas cheer. Go that way. There we go. Aren't they sweet? I think they're kind of fun. Just kind of a fun, bubbly cheer type. I like their personality. So I thought, I'm still going to show them. Even though they're not ornament, they're Christmas. And they make me smile. And if it makes me smile, then I get to share. How you like that? All right. Let's go back to Frega. I cannot believe this piece got left behind. Cannot believe this one. All right. This piece here. This is a last one. 1 piece left. Alert! 1 piece left! This is hydrangea, and if you guys have not ever looked at the floral balls that Larry Frege has done, I wish we had more of them still in stock. He did an outstanding job with all the florals that he would do. In fact, I had a piece that I absolutely loved that had poinsettias that was a triple ball, and unfortunately it got broke. And I cried because I've not been able to replace it. But look at the glitter on this hydrangea ball ornament by Larry Frege. It is a last one. Yes. And guys, on Larry Frege, when you see these pieces, if you find them in the wild, they are the last ones. He's not making them anymore. He's gone. He's retired. He's having fun with grandkids over on the East Coast. 5 inches tall and 5 inches wide. Last one, hydrangeas. Look at that glitter. Gorgeous. And this, guys, could be out in the spring. So like if you do maybe an Easter tree or you just do a spring tree or something like that, this would be a piece that you could keep out all year long. That's hydrangeas by Larry Frege. Up next, we have a Heartfully Yours. Oh, dear darling. Okay, let me type it in. It didn't want to type. 5, 6, 3, 4, 6. There we go. Here we come. And this is actually, so the piece that was left in the cart was this one. This is called Worldly Santa Smiles. And if you look up on the screen, it may show a different picture because what was kind of neat about this piece, made in Poland, produced by Ornament King Heartfully Yours, is that he actually did a series of skin tones. So he did 3 skin tones. He did a light skin tone, a medium skin tone, and a dark skin tone. This is considered the dark skin tone. And a very, very classic, beautiful Santa with a swirling beard. He is 5.5 inches tall, but look at that face. And look at how we've got the eyelash glitter up there on the top for the fur. And you even have kind of like, as I call the rock candy crystal type glitter. So it's kind of like it's a chilled hat. And then he has the micro ultra fine glitter on his mustache and through his swirls so that you get texturing. So this is Worldly Santa Smiles from the Ornament King Heartfully Yours. Why I'm switching gears here, have you seen pieces that you have never seen before? Put it in the comments. Has there been some pieces that have come up tonight that you have never seen? Because these are things that people discover when they're just going through there. Oh, you're getting a lot of echo in the sound. That's probably because I talk so loud. No, I'll chill it down just a little bit. Maybe that will help. Echo, echo, echo. Thanks for the heads up, Harold. All right, so let me know in the comments if there's been pieces that you have not seen before.
How are we doing on boxes?
We're doing fine. We have that one last box left. So, and this is actually... Well, hey, Wendy, I hadn't seen you here. You snuck in from the back.
Wendy's
good to see you.
Loves those martini glasses.
Uh-oh. Wendy, Miss Jamie says, remember your mom likes those martini glasses, so she wants them for her present. Okay, this is called Peppermint Swirl. Oh, she likes them too. Well, then you guys get to fight over them. Okay, Peppermint Swirl Holiday. So this is actually an assortment, and they had put the 2 out of the 3 pieces. This piece is made from Kurt Adler. It is from made in China, and he has his fuzzy kind of like pipe cleaner fur around his hat and all that. And then you've got the swirl center with his peppermint, and then this the Santa has a snowman to go with it. Look at them as a set. Super, super cute. These could even be great package toppers. You could put these on the top of a package maybe. Or if you have done like a peppermint theme or a candy theme, these guys are great. These are Kurt Adler Peppermint Swirl Holiday. Size-wise, you are talking... These are an actual decent size. 4.5 inches tall by 3.25 inches wide for the Santa, and I think the snowman is going to be about the same size. Yeah, the snowman is about 4.5 inches also. So you've got your Santa and you've got your snowman from Kurt Adler. Those are sweet. And then I think somebody might have been like on a mid-century modern kick on this piece. And I think this is an alert piece. You know, we'll have to come up with something that like, woo! Okay, yep, this is an alert piece. So this is for the mid-century modern people. Okay, so it's kind of all attached together. But it's these funky little 10 stars that are all different colors. From Kurt Adler, let me take them apart and I will show them to you individually so you can get the vibe. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. So there is 4 pieces in it. So you have this very vintage style 10 star with the tinsel around. And this is a plastic 10. Oh, I didn't switch them. Hold on. There we go. The plastic 10 around them. So you've got the red and green. And each one is a different color. Made by Kurt Adler. But very, very vintage with that 10 style. And that tinsel around it. The red and the green there. And the Kurt Adler Santa. I'll look for you there on just a second. Jamie, can you come do me a favor, please? Here we have a teal one with gold.
Another hand.
Scan that and tell me inventory on that.
Okay.
Because Harold's having trouble adding it. And gold. Because if I need to just give him a number to enter in, I can give him the number. So this is a 4-piece set, starburst with ball ornament. So if you're into mid-century, these are great little pieces. And I think that the person that had these in their cart also went down the pike with these pieces, and OMG. I love this series.
Free Santa.
Harold, it should allow you to add the Santa. See if you can switch to the pictures and see if you can add it. Okay, this is the mid-century diamonds, and this actually comes in a variety of colors, and we have them in a variety of colors, but they had the green and the red, and oh my goodness, people. This whole series is awesome. This is by Cody Foster. They're made in China, but if you do this mid-century style, these are wonderful. They have even done this pattern in trees, and they are stunning. Okay, so this is the red and green one, and it is 7 inches tall in the drop and 3 inches wide. 7 inches tall and 3 inches wide. They have pinks, they have teals, they have chartreuse. Definitely check out the colors. They have this shape, and then there was one other shape, and I left it out. Hold on. Let me get the other shape that they left. Where did I put it? I've lost the shape. Jamie, I've lost the other round shape. Okay, we'll come back to the other shape because they had the round one and I don't see it. Did I pick it out and put it somewhere? Where's the... Oh, there it is. There it is. I need that one. Thank you.
What would you do that?
Everybody, 3 cheers for Jamie. Santa is still grayed out. Harold, I will. Let me see if I can help you on the end there. The Santa that's grayed out is 51075. Carol, go to the website and just put in 51075, and it should allow you to add it to the cart. Okay, up with the other piece that they were probably going for in this mid-century is the ball ornament. Also, this is the mid-century modern baubles, the large. So when you kind of put these together, look at how fabulous these are. Look at those colors. And like I said, they took this whole pattern and they actually also did it with trees. So there's multiple colors here. These were the colors. I think they were building in the color combination along with the starburst. But these pieces are fantastic pieces. They're bold in their colors, and you can't go wrong with the price point. I know some of you bought this set, and I know you guys have loved it. Okay, 4 inches wide by 4 inches because it's round.
Tell him to click on the snowman parent and that it'll be down at the bottom.
Click
Harold,
on
Harold.
when you put that number in, click on the snowman and scroll down and you'll see that you'll be able to pick and change it. Let me know if you have any problems.
We'll have 3 styles.
So this is, once again, the mid-century modern bauble by Cody Foster, made in China. Now we'll stay in the free form. And this is one of our SBK holiday pieces. Alert, alert, alert. Low quantity. That means 2. Low quantity, low quantity. Double drop with the chartreuse flare. This is the double drop from the SBK holiday. And this chartreuse kind of has a yellow green tone to it. It's a double ball diamond ornament with a fluted flare with silver on the inset. This is this is all free blown. This is a larger piece. It is size-wise, get it on the right way, it is a 10-inch drop. It is a 10-inch double ball fluted drop. SBK Holiday. This was one of our initial patterns that we came up with the fluted finish. And you see just a very simple, clean, bright glitter silver in it. Absolutely adorable. And glad Harold's good. He got them all. He figured it out. Thank you. So this is from SBK Holiday. And if you do a gingerbread tree, which I know that if you're still with us, I know you do a gingerbread tree. And I think Christine does a sweets tree. So I know you two would probably be interested in this. Not saying that you left this in your cart, but this is the glittered gingerbread man from Kate and Annie. This is made in China, but I think they've done a nice job. I mean, it's a great price point, wonderful size, lots and lots of glitter, cute face. It is 5 inches. This little guy is 5 inches. And width-wise, you're looking at about 3.5 inches. But you have, and this one actually would be great. Like, imagine it sitting like on a little plate. I always like these little cookie ones because I think that you can put them on a little plate and make a dessert tray or cookie tray or a cupcake. Like when they do cupcakes, it's so cute to take a little plate and put all the cupcakes on it in glass. And it's just a nice way to get sparkle and decorations and sweets and all that. So this is the glittered gingerbread man from Kate Nanny. And I have one more in this box, and then we have one box left. We've been on long tonight. It's been a long night together tonight. But that's okay. Hopefully we've had fun. No, we're not on alert yet, I don't think. Hold on. I don't know this one off the top of my head. We'll see if this is an alert. Nope, this isn't an alert, but this is cute. Kind of in that vintage style. You can see a lot of people doing the retro style. This is the traditional reindeer with wreath. This is made by Noble Gems, which is their European style ornaments from Kurt Adler. So this is traditional deer with wreath, and we have seen this style before where they do the little reindeer with the ornaments hanging from it. Sweet little face. Look at that face. Like, it's so gentle and delicate looking. Little bit of glitter accents, not a whole lot of glitter accents except at the top around there. And size-wise, this is a great size. Size-wise, we are talking, it's about 5 inches, and the widest part is about 2.5. So this is traditional deer with wreath from Kurt Adler Noble Gems collection. Look at his little tail sticking out. Designed by Dean Griff. Does anybody know who else Dean Griff designed? If you don't know, Dean Griff was the artist behind Charming Tales. Charming Tales is done by Dean Griff. So this piece was designed for the Noble Gems by Dean Griff. Last box, guys. I've had fun tonight. Don't you go anywhere yet, though, because we're not signing off just yet. One more box to go, and a couple little treats. So, 4 pieces left in this. About eating my hair. All right. We will show, okay, so we will go, let's go for the whimsy, kind of crazy, fun one. Anybody here do December diamonds? Anybody here collect December diamonds or have seen them? This is fun. So December Diamonds did a series of fun, whimsy animals. And this is the snorkeling gator from December Diamonds. Now, I know somebody that I need to probably reach out to because they are putting together it's a fun tree. So I don't know if because it's in Florida, if they would take this, because this guy's a little fun guy. I don't know if they're going nostalgic or if they're going kind of goofy fun. Penny, I think this one would speak to you. This little guy just kind of has personality. He is from December Diamonds. He's a molded ornament made in China. He is about 5.5 inches and just lightly glittered with his little snorkel. There's probably about 4 or 5 other animals that if you kind of like this whimsy, cute little style, check them out because they put out some fun ornaments. This is December Diamonds. We'll go D. Carlini, SBK Holiday, and then wrap it up with D. Carlini. So let's go. We've got 3 to go, guys. Thanks for staying with me so long tonight. Hopefully you've had fun seeing what people have in their carts. Now, D. Carlini, if you have not gotten the message, we have received also our first shipment of the vault. And the vault's coming up next week on Thursday. And if you do not know what the D. Carlini vault is, the D. Carlini vault is when I went out there to visit, we went through pieces where they're in the vault and there's only like 1 or 2 pieces and we selected pieces for us to have. And so I don't have any depth. They may be very vintage pieces, special prototype pieces. It's all kinds of stuff in the vault. But typically with the vault, the pieces are very limited in quantities. So that will definitely be something that go to the Jingle Jill page, scroll down, and make sure you sign up for the alerts so that you get a warning 5 minutes before the live shows, because that's one. Definitely do not catch that show on replay because you might miss pieces. This also is a night that you probably didn't want replay because some of these pieces were last ones. So up next, we've got the Caterpillar Mom. And I think somebody must have been shopping for Mother's Day. And then I hope Mother's Day got her present. And then they didn't leave the caterpillar there that they were supposed to get for her. But this is the Caterpillar Mom carrying the purse. And this actually has the dad and the child too. This is the only one that they had in the cart. That's why I was wondering, and I looked at the timing of the cart and everything, and it was kind of near Mother's Day. So I was like, I hope Mom got a good present because they put a good present in the cart. But now I wonder what she really got. So I hope that she got a good present. But this is the Caterpillar Mom carrying the purse. There's a dad and there's a child. They all have fun little hats on and like this personality plus. And the little kid is just like a little small kid, and then dad's so cute with it. Okay, so this piece is 5.5 inches tall, and lengthwise we're talking 4.5. So this is Caterpillar Mom. And guess what? You know what? Father's Day's coming. So if you forgot Mom and you've got Dad to buy for, in case you have Dad to buy for, go get Caterpillar Dad. Add Caterpillar Dad to your basket. Second to last is another SBK holiday piece. And actually, I think we only have 2 styles of these colors left. I don't think we have. Oh, this is low alert, low quantity alert, low quantity alert. 2 pieces left. This is the fuchsia and silver triple ball pendant. Very simple design. It's actually a very large ornament. It is, let's see, it is 8.5 inches long, and the diameter of the center ball is probably about 4.25, 4.5. And then you have a single ball at the top and a ball with a drop down at the bottom. And here you can see the hand painted work here, because I will tell you that I have talked with Huros and several other workshops on when you paint with this pearlized finish. When you paint with this pearlized finish, one of the challenges is because you are hand applying it versus spray painting, because like this is painted, you can actually see the brush marks. And it's so funny because some people say they don't like that, but to me, when I look at it, it is truly piece of the art. I mean, you see that it's actually hand done, and you see at the crisscross that they've put little dots of extra glitter just to give it added dimension. So I think we have this like in a fuchsia, and then we also, I think, have it left in a white, but this fuchsia one was in somebody's bag. And I do like the fuchsia color. It's a deep fuchsia. And then my final piece for tonight is a Di Carlini set. And alert, 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 this is perfect for layaway. And a last one. So definitely either way, don't snooze. If you are a Raggedy Ann and Andy collector, this is Raggedy Ann. And let me spin her and I will pick them both up in a minute. There's Raggedy Ann. And here's Andy. Here's Andy. Oh, he's got a little fur in his hat. Can you tell I had him laying and batting? I always kind of try to put them in a soft box when I'm working with these ornaments. So this is vintage Raggedy Ann and Andy from the Di Carlini workshop. Look at them. They're cute. I gotta get focusing. Okay, hold on. I can only focus with one. Let's go this way. So there we've got the face painting. And then I'll bring it up close. I didn't know that, Christine, that you were a Raggedy Ann and Andy collector. I learn something new so often about this when I'm on lives with you guys. And there she is. Size-wise, she is 7.5 inches, and he is, size-wise, he's 7 inches. And I will take them this way and show them together. So this is Raggedy Ann and Andy from the Di Carlini collection. That's all I got tonight, guys. I mean, but we have been together for an hour and a half, and I've had a great time with you. Make sure as you check out, if you are a Kringle Rewards member, make sure you're redeeming those points and applying those. Also, don't forget to take advantage of our layaway, because I know that there's some of these pieces that were a little bit more expensive, and you can actually put them in layaway, 20% down, and you have 5 payments after that to pay it off. So it makes it so much easier for you. Go to the website, check out the Jingle Jill live page. There has all the shows there for you that we have coming up. Make sure you sign up for the ones that you're interested and be on the lookout in the next couple days. We'll be adding the next series. We already have them planned out. We just have to get them posted. So with that being said, I've had a great time tonight. Glitter hugs, sparkling smiles, and this time I didn't freeze. I don't know what happened on Tuesday, but share some glitter with somebody because it makes them happy. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. Make sure if you know somebody that has never joined us on a Jingle Jill live, let them know about it and spread the word, because the more we can spread the word, the more fun we have when we do these shows. Have a great night, guys. Love ya. See ya on Tuesday. And my mouse is not going there. See you later. Good to see you, Leanne. Have a great night.